Jeremy TV.
Welcome back to the channel. Jeremy here, and it is a gorgeous fall day here in southern Oklahoma. We're in the middle of October. Fall is finally here. We got a freeze the other night. Hopefully that means that I'm done mowing the lawn, but it also means that I've got to start my brush hogging for the winter. I always do the entire pasture once we've got our first freeze, so I can keep everything short in case fires come through, or if, you know, to keep the critters down. And I need to get that started today. Now this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to document this from start to finish. We've got a 20-acre pasture. About 13 or 14 acres or so is what I have to brush hog. So this video may take weeks. It may take a month or two even to get all this process finished, but I'm going to document it from start to finish. And so just know that by the time this comes out, it may be December. So, but we're getting it started in the middle of October. So the first part I'm going to do is down by the road at the ditch. I'm not going to document that. There's really not a whole lot to see there. Plus there's not really a great place to set up the camera and give you any kind of shot. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done first, then move to the yard. And basically what I'll do is I'll start closest to the yard, and then I'll do the front and the back, and then the sides, and I'll do one side and push it out a little ways, do another side and push it out, and just kind of push my way out to the east and west edges of the pasture. So I'm going to go ahead and go get the ditch done and get started. Okay, so I've already gotten started. I did the ditch like I said I was going to do down by the road, but then I also did this section. Just kind of got in a hurry, wasn't thinking about setting up the camera, but so that small section's already done. Next I want to move to that section, then go over there and push that back, and then push that back, and just work my way back to the west and east fences. But this is the third or fourth time I've had to stop now. Most of the grass that's out there has got this fuzzy crap in it, and that's what it does. It clogs up that screen. It gets all in the radiator. It gets on these side vents here on the tractor, and it clogs it all up and it starts running hot. So I guess every so often I'm just going to have to stop, clean out the screen and the side vents, and then every 3 or 4 of those I'm going to have to stop and blow the radiator out. This is just from like 45 minutes of brush hogging. So it's going to be this way the whole damn pasture, I'm afraid. But I mean, what can you do except take care of it? So anyway, I'm going to get this done and then go get started on this next section. So this is day 4 of the brush hogging project. It's spanned over, I guess, a couple of weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks. I got a lot done in that first week, the first 3 times I worked, but then had a gap in the time I was able to work. So back at it again. Probably got about 65 or 70% of the pasture done. The only thing that's left is this, what you see over here. This is on the west side. And it's pretty thick though, so I don't know how fast I'll be able to get through it. I hope to be able to get it done today, but I just don't know. So that project is complete, and I got it done faster, I think, than any other time I've brush hogged the whole pasture. I recorded the drone footage a couple weeks after I got finished, but here you're looking at the east side of the pasture, which I got done first. Although I didn't get the whole pasture mowed last year, it is a goal to do this every fall right after the first freeze. And there are a few reasons for this. The first being that it helps to greatly reduce the amount of cover for animals like snakes, mice, rats, skunks, and any other animal that you don't want being too close to your house. The other reason to keep the pasture short is to minimize the risk from grass fires. We've been pretty fortunate since we've lived here that no fires have burned close to our place until recently. Here you can see a decent sized grass fire that was burning about a mile south of our place a few weeks ago. And the winds that day were not blowing the fire towards us, but this is a perfect example of why I want my pasture cut short in the winter when all the vegetation is dead. And I know that having your grass cut short is no guarantee against having problems, but it might be the difference between having a problem and having a big problem. Thankfully, the local volunteer fire departments responded very quickly and were able to get the fire out promptly. To the best of my knowledge, no structures were harmed. As always, I thank you for watching. If you like this video, I ask that you please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, please hit the thumbs down button twice. And if you have any questions or comments or just want to check in where you're watching from, drop those in the comment section down below. I truly thank you for being here, and I hope to see you again soon.